All right, now welcome back. We are on our last video for our three-dimensional ribbons, okay? And this is where we bring these ribbons to life. Now, if you're done gridding out and coloring in your ribbons, okay, you want to go back at this point and take your Sharpie and see if there's any spots where you need to fix up. Optical illusions really need to be almost perfect. So if you have any kind of bumps or anything like that, you really want to kind of smooth them out. If you have any spaces that aren't colored in completely, you want to make sure that that happens. Now, if you mess up, there's a couple different things. One, I took a white colored pencil because Mrs. Ford messed up right here, and I also dotted this out, and I didn't mean to. So I just took a white colored pencil. I mean, I can't make it completely white in those areas, but I can make it white enough that it doesn't stand out too much. And then when we start to add value, it's going to kind of regress a little bit, so you're not going to really be able to see it. All right, so let's start with the value. So we're going to add a value and a highlight. So we're going to need a black color pencil and a white color pencil. Okay, in these color pencils here, I have two. Usually your white Crayola pencils are completely white, like the whole base of it, so it's a little different. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to start in one section. Okay, you're going to start on all of the white areas, and you're going to start on the edges, and it's going to be dark to medium to light. And this is value. We did this for our last project. This is a skill that once you learn, you're going to use it for everything. Dark to medium to light. And then you're going to go to this side. Dark to medium to light. Now, if you really need to practice this, you're not really sure exactly how to do it, you can get a white piece of paper and you can practice value on the white piece of paper, or in your sketchbook, or just on a scrap piece of paper. So you're going to end up doing this to every single ribbon, dark to medium to light, and at the end you can actually smear it out. Okay, and this is what's going to start to make it look 3D. This reminds me of, if you've ever seen The Nightmare Before Christmas and the black and white like squid looking thing in there. This reminds me of this. My kids were watching that this weekend. All right, so it's creating and it's making it look 3D. Now you're going to go into the next ribbon, and you're only going to do these into the white area, so dark to medium to light. You're probably going to need to sharpen your pencil many, many times. And you do want a really distinct difference between the dark to medium. Okay, and you don't actually have to put it in the center because that part should be white. So dark to medium to light, or if you understand, black to gray to white, black to like a medium gray to a light gray to white. So you want to do that on every single one that you have. Okay, which this part is going to take a little bit of time. It also is really, really relaxing to do. So after you have done all of the white areas, white areas with the black color pencil, creating value, now you're going to do the opposite of value, which is the highlight. It's still considered value because you're using the lightness and darkness of a color, but in our case we're creating contrast. So we're doing it on our white areas with black, and we're doing it in our black areas with white. So we're going to take our white colored pencil. Okay, now instead of working from the outside in, because the outside should be dark, the inside should be light. So in our case, we're going to take the white colored pencil and we are going to go down the center, dark, and then we're going to go to the outside, light. So down the center with dark and down the outsides with light. And then we're going to do it down here too. We're going to almost create like a straight line, and then we're going to make them curve from there. The white part takes, I think, a little less time than the black, just because you can't really get too much pressure using the white. You're just going to get the highlight. And now you can see that this is really popping off of the page and giving this illusion that these ribbons are like three-dimensional, and they're really popping off of this page. Even in this case, if this ribbon right here, you can't see it too much, pretend if I drew a straight line, it would be here. So I would do shading on the side. Okay, and the same over here, but I really wouldn't see that much. Okay, I know this one isn't finished yet, but you would do shading down here. Remember, it's a straight line, so if you need to, you can just kind of draw a quick straight line down the center so that you can really get this value down on the side. Right, and you're going to continue to work. In the next slide, you can see the finished product, or you can see the finished product in the first video that I made. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to finish the rest of these. So if you kind of have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. And I can't wait to see these. These do look really super cool when they are finished. Just make sure you are sharpening your pencil over and over. All right, guys, I will see you guys later. If you have any questions, just ask.